over budget. Okay, because earned value is the value that you get after you perform the project, and then the actual cost is the cost that you use for performing the project, the actual cost when you are performing the project. Okay, so if for example your calculation is the result is negative, uh, usually, okay, the value of the work is less than the amount that you actually spend for the project. So it is not good. It indicates that the project is over budget. Okay. And then for this one, if your answer is less than 1.0, also indicates that the efficiency of the project is not good. Okay, because the value that you get back is not the same as the value that you have spent on the project. Okay, and then for the other one, okay, this one is for you to forecast the performance of the project. Okay, there are three methods. The first one is this one, FCAC stand for forecasted cost at completion. Okay, so the first method, you divide the total budgeted cost over cost performance index. Okay, and then you need to compare it with the total budgeted cost. If for example, your total budgeted cost, okay, is 100,000 and the cost performance index is 0.79, and then the answer would be 100,000 plus. So meaning that the forecasted cost for this project is more than what is being budgeted to the project. So it indicates that the project is overrun more than what is budgeted. Okay, and then for the second method, the cumulative actual cost plus total budgeted cost minus cumulative earned value. Okay, and also the same. Okay, if for example the answer is more than the total budgeted cost, then meaning that the project will be overrun. The budget of the project will be overrun. Okay, but then for the last one, okay, this one you need to add the cumulative actual cost for performing the project, maybe up to certain weeks, up to certain months, for example, plus the re-estimate. Okay, and then you compare it with the budgeted cost. If for example the result is more than the total budgeted cost, then meaning that the project will also overrun. If for example it is less than the total budgeted cost, meaning that the project is within budget or under budget. So the total budgeted cost is the total amount of funds or money allocated for all the work packages for the whole project. Cumulative budgeted cost is the total amount of money that was budgeted to accomplish the work that was scheduled to be performed at the specific point in time. and it is used to monitor cost performance as the project progresses. And then for total actual cost is the actual cost of money that have already been spent or expended in the whole project, and cumulative actual cost is the accumulated actual amount of money or funds that have been spent until the specific time or duration. Okay, so we also have committed cost, earned value, and also cumulative earned value. Okay, so committed cost is a commitment or encumbered cost, that is payment are yet to be paid when parts material have been received or services already have been rendered by suppliers or contractors. That one is committed cost. And then earned value is the value of work actually being performed on at site or current phase or development. And cumulative earned value is when you multiply the percentage, earned value percentage by the TBC of each work package. Okay, so this one is the same with the previous one. Okay, fun, same things. It is an indicator or measure of cost efficiency with which the project is being performed. And the ratio indicates that for every dollar actually expended, the percentage of earned value was received. The higher the CPI, okay, almost 1, the better the project performance. If the CPI is less than 1, meaning that the performance of the project is not good. And then for variance, it shows the gap or difference in dollar between value of work performed and the actual cost spent. So negative, meaning that the performance is not good. Forecasted cost at completion, the first method, it assumes that future works will be done at the rate as the previous work, regardless of the efficiency. And then the other one, this one is the second one, the second method. So regardless of the efficiency rate of the previous work rate, and remaining work is done according to the budget. Okay. Then next is cost control. The key to analyze cost performance on a regular and timely basis. It helps to identify cost variances and also inefficiencies early, and it keeps records of expenses, invoices, payments, okay, where you need to document it, you need to record all the payment, invoices, and also expenses. And then you need to control the overtime in the project in order to control the budget. Therefore, you need to also make sure you effectively utilize all the resources in the project. Then you need to also monitor actual cost with the budgeted cost, and then also the cash flow in the project. And it is advisable that progressive or equal payment is made according to the schedule. And then in the project, the project progress and actual performance need to be monitored, need to be compared with the baseline plan, and the timely progress report, and also the reporting period. And monitor also the cost performance index, especially when the CPI is 0.8 and below. Okay. Monitor the cost variance, the difference of the earned value and also the actual cost. Okay. And if overrun and low CPI in the project happen, then corrective action need to be taken on the earned value, the expenses control, and also the resources utilization. And then next, what you can do is to plot the cost curve for better monitoring and control, so that you will be able to see the pro the the performance of all the costs in the project. And to control the cost, it involves analyzing cost performance to determine which work packages may require corrective action and decide what corrective action should be taken and revise the project plan. And when evaluating work packages that have a negative cost variance, focus should be on taking corrective action to reduce the cost of activities that will be performed in the near term, activities that have a large cost estimate. And then these are some of the ways to reduce the cost of activities by substituting less expensive materials, and then assign a person with greater expertise to perform or help with the activity, reduce the scope or requirements, increase productivity through improved methods or technology. And in any project, cash flow need to be managed properly to make sure that sufficient payments are received from the customer in time for you to cover the cost of performing the project, and ensuring that the cash comes in faster than it goes out. And for the cost curve, uh, on the chart, compute the cumulative budgeted cost as each week or month progresses, and then compute a cumulative actual cost as each week and month progresses. Okay, compute a cumulative earned value as project progresses each week or time duration. Observe the trend curves and analyze. Okay. So I have a sample of June 2019 exam paper here. Okay. So usually in the project, these are the course that need to be that the project team need to be aware of. Okay, first of all, you need to aware on the budget of the project, and then the actual cost of performing the project, and also the percentage of work complete. Okay, the budgeted cost is the cost that you plan for the project. Actual cost is the cost where that you spend in the project, and then this one is the work that being completed in the project. Okay, so to do this one, the first one okay, this one. Okay, this one is example of cost curve, okay, where you compare all the three costs in the in this chart, okay. You have the cumulative budgeted cost, you have the cumulative actual cost, you have the cumulative earned value. Okay, so based on this question, okay, to answer it, this one, okay, I refer to this one, okay. How do you want to calculate the cumulative budgeted cost? Okay, this one is the example. Okay, so this one is packaging machine project. Okay, and then it is plan weekly plan. Okay, so we have week 1 until week 12. Okay, and then the TBC for each of the work package, we have design, we have build, we have install and test. Okay, for design it is 24, bukan 24 ringgit. This one is amounts are in thousands of dollars. So this one is 24,000, and then it has been aggregated over the period of the project. Okay, for design, it is conducted from 1 week up to 4 weeks, and then the total should be 24,000. Okay, 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 8 is 24. That's why the total budgeted cost for design package is 24,000. And then for bill, the total budgeted cost for this work package is 60,000. Okay, it is being conducted on week 5, week 6, week 7 until to week 10. So 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 12 is 28. 28 plus 12 is, betul kah? 28 tambah 12. Berapa?
40.
Hah? Betul madam kira?
40, madam.
40, madam.
40, madam.
40, madam.
40, madam.
28 tambah 12,
40.
40. Tambah lagi 20, berapa? 60. So totalnya 60. Okay, and then install and test, the TBC untuk work package install and test is 16. Okay, 8 tambah 8, 16. So 16, bukan 16 ringgit 16,000. So total of the project, you can see here, total for the project 24 tambah 60 tambah 16 is 100,000. Okay. And then total untuk setiap work package, okay, bukan untuk setiap work package, untuk setiap minggu adalah, you ambil ni, yang atas ni, okay, totalnya 4, minggu ni 4, minggu ni 8, minggu ni 8, okay, 8, 8, 12, okay. And then tu, terkumpul pula is, okay, 4 bawa ke bawah lah, okay, so 4 bawa ke bawah, so 4 tambah 4 is 8. 8 tambah 8, 16. 16 tambah 8, 24. 24 tambah 8, 32. 32 tambah 8, 40. 40 tambah 12, 52. 52 tambah 12, 64. 64 tambah 10, 74. 74 tambah 10, 84. 84 tambah 8, 92. 92 tambah 8 is 100. Okay. Ini untuk setiap minggu. Okay. But then, if for example, the question is like this. Tengok ni . Sama kan? Budgeted cost. Apa soalannya? Compute the total budgeted cost for the project. How do you want to go calculate the total budgeted cost? You just tambah lah. 225 tambah 280 tambah 210 tambah 190. Okay. So ditambah 225 plus 280 plus 210 plus 190 is 905. Betul? Betul lah?
Betul, Madam.
Okay, so you jawab ni A. Jawapannya adalah 905,000. Okay. And then it's either you total up everything here ataupun you tambah sini the same answers. Okay. And then for the next one, compute the cumulative budget cost at the end of week 7. Ini cumulative, ini total tadi, betul tak? Okay, yang ni cumulative budgeted cost at the end of week 7. Okay. Cumulative budgeted cost, so you tambah yang ni lah. Okay. So 190 and then $190 and then you tambah 85 tambah 80 tambah 60 is 225 and then you tambah lagi 25 tambah 50 tambah 30 tambah 65, so 170 and then week keempat you dapat 65 75. Okay, 140 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 60 and then tambah 50 tambah 35. So jawapan untuk B adalah berapa? Jawapannya adalah 870 ribu. Okay. And then untuk C pula, compute the cumulative actual cost at the end of week 7. Okay, you tengok sini, jangan kira semua dekat dalam tu. You need to look at the question. Compute the cumulative actual cost at the end of week 7. So you want to calculate cumulative actual cost at the end of week 7. So you add, lebih kurang macam ni tadi, it's just that you add this one, okay. Tambah 95 tambah 90 and then jawapannya 185, okay. And then you tambah lagi 225 and then you tambah 188 130 75, okay, tambah 345 55 tambah 45, betul lah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay. So jawapannya adalah 185 tambah 25 tambah 188 tambah 130 tambah 75 tambah 45 903. Okay. So at the end of week 7, the cumulative actual cost is 903. Okay, that one C. And then untuk D pula, compute the cumulative earned value at the end of week 7. How do you want to calculate the cumulative earned value? Okay. So yang the one that is a bit tricky is this one, this table. Okay. How do you want to do calculation for this table is this one is percentage, so you cannot add the percentage. Okay. Takkan you nak tambah 30 tambah apa nama? 30 tambah 25. No. Okay. The percentage goes like this. Okay. Minggu pertama, ni dengar betul-betul. Minggu pertama 30% siap. Minggu kedua 50% siap. Minggu ketiga 70%. Minggu keempat 90%. Minggu kelima 100%. Okay, so minggu keenam pun 100%. Minggu ketujuh pun 100%. Minggu ke-8 pun 100%. So when once you see the percentage here 100%, meaning that the following week tu memang dah siap. So this task already completed. So it completes in week 5. Okay, so meaning that week 6, 7 until 8, task A has been completed. And then untuk task B pun sama. Minggu pertama baru 25%. And then minggu kedua meningkat kepada 45%. Minggu ketiga 65%. Minggu keempat 75%. And then for week 5, the task B has been completed up to 85%. And then minggu ke-6 baru task B ni siap sepenuhnya. And then minggu ke-7 dan minggu ke-8, it indicates that task B has been completed. Okay. So soalan dekat sini, compute the cumulative earned value at the end of week 7. So we are going to calculate week 7 saja. Okay. So cara membuatnya adalah task A dah siap 100%. Okay. Task B minggu ke-7, tengok sini, okay, pun dah siap. Okay, 100%. And then task C berapa peratus? Siap 80%. And then task D 75%. Okay. How do you want to calculate the earned value? The percentage. Tak sini tadi. Depan. Apa tadi Madam explain tadi? Okay, ni. Cumulative earned value is you multiply the percentage by TBC of each work package. So I have the percentage already. Task A is 100%. So I need to multiply it with TBC of each work package. Okay. So I go back down. Sini tadi. Okay. To get the answer for D, you need to multiply the earned value that is in the number of percentage by TBC of each work package. Okay, so I go down. So for task A, the TBC for the work package is 225,000. Okay, for task B, is 280,000. And then untuk task C, it is 210,000, and then task D, it is 190,000. So after you get the TBC of each work package, then you should be able to calculate the earn value based on the percentage complete. Okay, so task A, because it has been completed 100%, so the TBC, bukan TBC, the earn value for task A is 225,000. Okay, and then task B is 280,000. Okay, untuk task C, jawapannya adalah 168,000. And then untuk task D pula, jawapannya adalah 142,500. Betul tak? And then baru you tambah. Gimana? And then baru ditambah, so the total would be, apa jawapannya?
815.5.
Hah?
815.5. Kod
815.5.
5.
So jawapannya adalah 815,500. Okay. So that one is the earn value. You need to multiply the percentage with the TBC of each work package untuk you calculate earn value. Okay, when you get the answer for total TBC, CBC, CAC, CEB, then you will be able to compute or calculate the CPI, the cost variance, the forecasted cost at completion. Okay, so for E pula, compute the cost performance index. How do you want to compute the cost performance index just now? Okay, to calculate the CPI, you need to divide CEV with CAC. So CEV yang you dapat adalah 815,500. So divide by CAC. Ni TBC, ini adalah CBC, ini adalah CAC. Okay, so CAC adalah 903. Okay, jawapannya adalah 903,000. Bahagi 903. Okay, so the answer is 0.90. Okay, so 0.90 indicates what? So 0.90 indicates that, okay, the ratio indicates that for every 1 ringgit or $1 actually expended, only 0.90 of earn value was accomplished. When the CPI goes below 1 or gradually decreases, corrective action should be taken. So that is the analysis based on the cost performance index. Okay, next is we look at the cost variance. Okay, for the cost variance, okay, cost variance is cumulative earned value minus cumulative actual cost. So we have 815,500 minus 903,000. 815,500 minus 903,000. Okay, so the answer would be negative 87,500. Okay. So what does it indicate? So this indicator shows the gap between the value of the work performed and the actual cost. Okay, so the calculation indicates that the value of the work performed through week 7 is 80,500 less than the amount actually expended. Okay. It is another indication that the work performed is not keeping pace with the actual cost. Okay. Itu cost variance. And then G pula, calculate the forecasted cost and completion using the two different formulae. Okay, the first formula just now, you learn FCAC, that is TBC divided by CPI. Okay, so TBC based on the project that you calculated just now is 905,000. Okay, and then the CPI is 0.90. So the answer would be the one first method, 905, okay, divide by 0.90. Okay, the answer would be 1,05,555. Okay. And then for the other method, this one is the first method. Okay. The second method is FCAC equal to CAC plus TBC minus CEP. Okay. So the second method, CAC is 903. Okay. TBC is 905. Okay, and then CEV is 815,500. Okay, so the answer would be so the answer is 992,500. Okay. So now you can see or you can compare between the two methods. Okay, if for example the CPIs, okay, based on the first method, okay, based on the first method, if for example the project cost efficiency or CPI is 0.90, and if the remaining of the project continues to be performed at the same efficiency rate, then the entire project will actually cost 1,05,555. Okay, and if the forecast is correct, there will be an overrun of how many? Minus 9.5. So there will be an overrun of 100,000 and 555. Okay, that one is the analysis. Okay, and then for the second method just now, how do you want to analyze it? Okay, the CAC was 3,000, but the CEV of the work performed is only 89,500. Okay, therefore, the CAC was 3,000, but the CEV of the work performed was 80. Alamak, salah medium calculate ni. Oh, betul. But then the earned value is only 8,000 and 815,500. So the work with earned value of 89,500 still needs to be performed to complete the project. So the method result in the FCAC of 9,000 992,500. Okay. Habis. Okay. This one is the notes from the textbook. Okay, this one is the answer for sekejap pinjam tengok betul ke tak betul lah punya ni. Okay, so this is the answer. Yang kita buat tu. Okay. Ni pula. Oh, okay. So, medium edit dulu ni. Okay. So, this is the answer for the question just now. Ini sama je. So, this one questionnya. Question pun ada dalam ni. I put the question here. Okay.
Okay, madam.
Ni video yang medium buat dah. You can also view this one. Alamak. Unavailable video ni. Okay. Kenapa medium punya video tak ada? Oh, ada. Okay. So nanti you boleh tengok di sana. Okay, I think that's all. I have
Okay, madam.
class after this, and then nanti yang group project tu nanti madam akan komen madam tengok